next question is based on a question that I made yesterday. Like Rabbi mentioned that a person that converts, he starts off from a clean slate.
Yes.
Of course, he doesn't have nor averot nor merits. But then I thought of Parsha Yitro, and I thought about Yitro himself, because I have this misconception that the Parsha was named after him because of the merits he got by converting after being like the chief of the idol worshippers around the world. So I thought it was because of the merits that he had before converting. So I don't know how to put these two ideas together.
Okay, so that's a very good question. So let me just quickly explain the situation. So the situation is we have a Parsha Yisro, and Yisro was father-in-law of Moshe Rabbeinu, right? And he actually very cooperative with Moshe. He let them go to Egypt, and Moshe sent his wife back because it's not the place for a woman with two children when in this terrible place of Egypt. And then he brought her back. Right, and this Israel was one of the advisors. If you read the story, that it was one of the advisors of the Pharaoh. Right, so Pharaoh had three advisors. One is Eov, one is Israel, and one is Bilam. Three advisors, right? And he said, this Pharaoh said, so what should we do with these Jews? So Israel said, absolutely not. Don't do bad to them. Right? Bilam said, absolutely, yeah, let's do bad. And Pharaoh liked it. And this Yov kept quiet because he said, even if I go with Israel, it's going to be tight, like two against two, king and somebody else, and us. Okay. Guess what king is going to do to us, right? He's going to kill us. And he kept quiet, and because of he kept quiet, he was punished. Why? He screamed very loud from his pain. That's measure for measure, of course, right? But what Israel did, when he realized what's going on, they're not going to let him live. So he ran away, and he was right. He took the stuff of he stole the stuff that Moshe Rabbeinu used after that. It was actually given to Adam and traveled through generations, and I think it was in Joseph's possession, it was Yaakov's possession, then Joseph, and of course Pharaoh took for himself, and Israel stole it, right? And Israel had this merit that he like stood up for what is right, and sometimes like you cannot change things, but you stand up for what is right, right? And sometimes you will just stand up and leave, right? I like show that I'm against it. And we said many times in our Chofetz Chaim book that that's what we do. And that's what the merit of the Israel. And he was the bottom of the bottom, like he was the idol worshippers of, and he was the one who was looking for the truth. So it says that I don't remember exactly the word, but he knew all of the idol worshiping, and Rashi Zatzal, he picks up on this word. He said it's literally this person Israel. He was a man of truth. He was looking like for the truth. It was this idol, that idols, and they say all of the garbage, all of them garbage, until they found HaShem, and that's he said only HaShem. You understand? That's why it's a big reward, it's not reward. It's a big merit for him. Like from where he came from, right? So it's easy to be religious if you're being holy, if you were born in Mea Shearim. Of course, not everybody, but many people are holy. There is so many yeshivas, there is so many synagogues. It's unbelievable. One is more beautiful than another, and holy people, and they pray and they cry and they're sincere. And my wife told me that the women, she saw something on the women's section. She said she never saw in her life. She said, I could not pray on Friday night. Right? She could not pray on Friday night. That's what's going on the women's section, right? Those spiritual young ladies, girls are crying, like singing. It's singing because it's like on a to get it was I don't know, it's what is it, stolen. It's a stolen Hasidim. So it's the women's section on the third floor. So you have to, like, third floor, of course, that they're completely covered. So completely, like, only small like windows, like tiny holes that you can peek through in a men's section, and that's it. So they actually sang there. It's very interesting. Oh, okay, of course, we sang so loud we could not hear, but she said it was very, very spiritual. So it's easy to be spiritual there. But if you come from not such a good neighborhood, and half of your family in a prison, or half of them drug users, and you found the truth, and you're going against the current, so of course your reward, like in the eyes of Hashem, like it's much greater than that precious person. You understand? Is a person precious? Absolutely. Is he holy? Absolutely holy. But you cannot compare what this person went through to know Hashem and what that person went through to know Hashem. You understand? So of course everything is taken in consideration. Absolutely. Okay.
So my next question is kind of a question. Just 1 second. Okay, so oh yes, found it. Sorry. Having this concept of the merits of a person before and after conversion, and so what happens if the person performs like a mitzvah before converting, and he does something that is going to generate like perpetual, constant merits? The person donates to Shiur, or perhaps the person, I don't know, writes a book, or like makes a video that is going to help a lot of people do tshuva constantly, and then he converts. Where are these merits going? Whom are these merits going to?
That's a very good question. So I would assume, I don't know for sure. That's a good question. I never saw it with my own eyes. That's my assumption. This person has to get this residual income for sure, right? After he converts, because it was in his name. That was things done. But again, I never saw it. It's only out of the logic. Okay.